Welcome to episode 38 of the Delta Panthers Pod. I'm Mark Cantor, and in the words of the great Vincent Furnier, school's out for summer. That's right, graduation was last Sunday, and the rest of the students finished up this past week, but there was still a little work to be done in the form of the 3A state baseball tournament. The boys entered as the 7th seed in the tournament and earned the right to face the 2 seed and league rival Coleridge on Friday. The Titans had already beaten the Panthers twice this season and only a couple of weeks ago, so our boys were eager for the third time to be the charm and advance in the winner's bracket. This is what head coach Steve Ryer had to say before that game.
Steve, I'd like to start out by talking about the grit and tenacity the boys showed last week at regionals, coming from behind on Kent Denver and then holding off Sterling there at the end of that second game.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about playoff baseball. I mean, your back's against the wall. That's it. If you don't come out on top on, that first weekend, you're done. And I really thought our kids played with a sense of urgency all day long. Like you said, we dug ourselves a hole against Kent Denver, and, Rylan Cryer's home run in that game was huge because it absolutely sparked us. And, then we just kind of got the bats rolling, and Kendall coming in and pitching. I mean, he shut them down and took their momentum away, which was good. And then that Sterling game, that was a lot of fun. I mean, that's the way a regional championship should be. And I was just glad we came out on top of it this year.
Sterling, it's the third time we've faced them in the last 4 years, I think. And they got us at their place, we got them at their place the first two, and then we were able to get them again, but at their place. How satisfying was it to get that victory in the rubber match?
Extremely satisfying, and we talked to the boys about, when we went over there, let's make history. We've never advanced out of a regional on the road, and let's be that team this year that makes history. So it was extremely satisfying.
That brings us to today, the grade 8, elite 8, whatever you want to call it, of the state tournament, and we face a familiar foe in Coleridge, a team we lost to a couple times a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're on a neutral field this time, but I feel like we may have the advantage because we've played on this field a lot.
Yeah, we have, and we've been successful on this field, and you get to this time of year, and you throw the records out at the window, and you throw what happened during season out the window, and we tip our caps in. They're a very good baseball team. And, we got up there. We didn't play well. We were flat. We had some issues behind the plate, because we didn't have Rhett. Rylan wasn't right. His back was hurting, and that forced our hand to go with a young catcher that hadn't really caught at the varsity level on that big a stage. And he did fine, but it's just, it's just a different stage. And it kind of set the tone for things. And, we're hoping today that we come out and we find the strike zone as, with our pitching staff, and, we're aggressive in the zone, and some of the balls that we hit there, find some openings today.
What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of playing a team for a third time in the season as close, those games being as close to each other as these will be?
Yeah, I think the disadvantages are there's no secrets. We know each other. We know what each team does, and if there's an advantage, I think it's the fact that we do know them, and but at the same time they know us. So I don't know. It's kind of a push. Either way, we just have to go out and play good baseball.
Okay, sounds good, Steve. Good luck.
Thanks, Mark.
Alas, it was not meant to be, and although Delta put up a good fight, there were too many freebies, and it led to a third defeat at the hands of the Titans, 11-5. The nice thing about a double elimination tournament, though, is that just because you lose that first game doesn't mean you're eliminated. Oh no, there is always tomorrow. So on Saturday, the Panthers face the Titans again, this time the ones from the Classical Academy. Again, Delta was looking for redemption, as it was TCA who defeated Delta in the regional finals last year to end Delta's hopes of a state championship run. Here's Steve.
Steve, before we talk about today's games, yesterday things were going our way until they weren't.
Yeah, it's you get to this level and you don't have to play perfect, but you have to play clean. And we had a couple innings we didn't play clean. And when that happens at this level, especially against a very good team like Coleridge, they're going to make you pay for it. We can't be giving extra outs and giving up free bases. I thought we had some tough approaches at the plate as well. When we had guys in scoring position and left too many guys on base. And again, it's just at this level we've got to clean things up.
And again, baseball, it's those little things that can come back to bite you, and that's kind of what happened to us yesterday. Taking a look at today, it's do or die. I mean, I was talking to Keith and Paul, and it's literally one game at a time, because that's we got to win this one to get to the next one.
Yeah, our backs are against the wall, and the seniors are, the seniors are definitely, they feel a little bit more than the rest of the crew, obviously, because if this is it for them, we want to play as long as we can for those guys. There's such a great group of seniors that, we need to do what we can to keep them going.
Tournaments like this, it's teams that have deep pitching staffs that can go not necessarily 3 or 4, but 6 or 7 deep, and I feel like we have that.
Yeah, we do. We have good depth with our pitching staff, and some of the guys don't have a ton of innings at the varsity level, and that's okay. I mean, because their arms are fresh. We keep them going with bullpens, weekly and scrimmages and so forth. So, I match our hitters up against any lineup that we see. So they're seeing tough hitters and scrimmages, and we've got the depth. We just have to put it together offensively and play defense behind whoever's on the mound.
So obviously TCA is who we've got here first this morning, and what do we have to watch for them? You and I have kind of talked about scouting report. What are you looking for from them?
Well, we know they're much more of an offensive team than they were last year. They have some guys that can flat swing it. The Hale kid, the Mullen kid, they can flat swing it. And we know they play a tough schedule. They played Falcon twice because they're in their league. They played Elizabeth twice, and Elizabeth's a very good team, So, we've just got to come out and we've got to compete from the get-go. We can't wait around. And, we get up, we can't let guys come back. And, I think, the biggest thing is that we just keep our composure today and, not let any moment get too big and just, stay within ourselves.
Score early, score often. Good luck, Steve.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mark.
It was a damp morning in Greeley, but it didn't stop Delta from jumping on the Titans early, scoring 3 runs in the first, and they held them off until the fourth, where they were still leading 5-4. Unfortunately, TCA scored 2 in the fifth and 3 in the sixth that Delta was unable to answer, ending Delta's season with a loss 9-5. It was a great season for these boys, and the seniors can say they made it to the state tournament, some of them twice. I wish them all the best in the future. This week's Student Spotlight is a threefer. I talked to 3 freshmen this week about their first year of high school.
I've got Whit Natchley, Aiden Duty, and Lily Gallegos here with me today, and these 3 freshmen are finishing up their first year of high school. And let's just get into it, Whitten. How has your first year of high school been?
It's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. I've got to experience a lot of new things that are different from middle school.
What are some of those things that are different?
Well, like sports are all year, and I get to practice like every day pretty much, and it's a lot of fun.
Good. Aiden, how about you? What's your first year of high school been like?
I think it's definitely a change from middle school, but I enjoy it a lot more. It's more interactive, and it's more geared towards student activities.
Lily, how's your first year?
It's been good. There's been ups and downs, and I feel like in the high school, all of the teachers are geared towards having students accelerate and wanting the best for the students, and so that's really cool.
Did you have any fears about starting high school as a freshman?
Yeah, I was definitely nervous. I was nervous about, what if I forget my locker combination? I never ended up using my locker. And things like that. And I was just wondering, since I play sports, I was wondering, hopefully the upperclassmen like me. I wanted to make a good impression on all my coaches. So, yeah.
Stresses of the first year, the freshman year. Aiden, how about you? Were you nervous? And was there anybody that helped kind of ease those tensions?
So I was very nervous for this year because I was doing marching band and I was scared I was going to mess up on the field. I never messed up. But I think a lot of my friends, they were nervous, so we kind of like helped each other ease into high school.
That's good. That's good. You kind of had a peer group that were all in that same situation, and that definitely helps. Witten, you obviously play sports. What were some of the stressors in your life as being a freshman and competing, and just was there anybody around that helped you out?
Yeah, it was nervous, like going into games and stuff. If the opponent's a lot better than you, it'd be you'd get really anxious before the game, but our teammates, we kind of did well, like keeping each other calm, and it allowed us to play good.
Good. So, Witten, tell me, obviously, being new to the high school, who were some of the teachers you enjoyed your freshman year?
I enjoyed having Mr. Kimber. He made biology a lot more fun than it had been in the past, and he did great, like just making the classes more engaging.
How about you, Aiden?
I think Miss Random, she definitely put more thought into her English classes and the lessons, so they were super fun and interactive to do.
Lily, who were some of your favorite teachers as a freshman?
Definitely my favorite was Mr. Ham. He definitely helped me. While he assigned a lot of assignments, he helped you get through them. It's not like he just gave you a packet and made you do all the answers and then just get you on your way. He helped you and explained it, so it was actually, you can remember it.
Very good. So, you've gotten through your first year. You've kind of gotten the nerves of that freshman year out, and I understand school's stressful, so there's always going to be a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of stress. But moving forward, what are you looking forward to in the next 3 years, Lily?
I'm definitely looking forward to Friday football games, softball season coming up, basketball season. I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for homecoming, just all the things.
How about you, Aiden?
Definitely more marching seasons. But I think I'm also really excited for homecoming and what Lily said.
Very good. Witten?
I want to be looking forward to these next 3 football seasons and basketball seasons, try to improve as much as we can, and try to get another state championship.
Very good. Good goals to have. So I appreciate you guys talking to me today. It's been very enlightening, and I got a look into what freshman year is kind of like. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No announcements this week as school is out, but if there are any announcements over the summer, you can find them and any information you need on the Delta High Panthers Facebook page. Well, folks, with school being out for the summer, this is the final episode of this school year's Delta Panthers Pod. I've enjoyed it. I look forward to bringing it to you again next year, as well as all my coverage of Delta Panthers sports and Delta High School happenings. So that's going to cover it for this episode. I hope everybody has a great summer. If you want to get in touch with me to suggest how I can further cover the Delta Panthers next year, feel free to contact me via email at dpbroadcast@yahoo.com. The Delta Panthers Pod will drop Sunday afternoons throughout the school year and is sponsored by Jerry Ryer State Farm, Delta Ace Hardware, Delta Building Center, Delta Cabinet Company, Delta County School District, Hellman Motor Company, Quickie Tire Service, Mimi Sweet Treats, 9 Stories Real Estate Films and Photography, The Sunflower Room, Taco Time, and Yost Family Dentistry. I'll talk to you all next year. Have a great summer.